Alright, YouTube. We are back at it, continuing Darksiders 3. We got past fucking Big McLarge huge over there last time. But let's see what else we can get into here.
Not a particularly lusty location, is it?
Have you learned nothing? Appearances can be deceiving. Besides, lust never appears as expected.
What exactly did you mean by that?
The notion of sin is one thing, the concept of lust is something else entirely. Especially humanity's concept of lust.
I see. As in, a lust for...
You name it. The humans have quite the imagination. Lust is everything to everyone. That's what makes lust dangerous.
too dangerous, mistress?
No such thing.
There's something here. Just in case. Oh, God. Starting to regret my decision to try and perfect these games because I already had the first game, at least the remaster, perfected. Um, but I'm trying to do everything for Darksiders 2. And I'm at the point from the playthrough I did on stream. I've got all but two of the side quests done, and I've got like 60 something collectibles to try and find throughout the whole world.
Can you guess what I lust after? In this broken world, what is left to want?
Power.
I always thought you were the smart one. Pity. To what do I owe this distinct pleasure? After all, to be visited by a fabled horseman.
I have but one purpose here.
Must we engage in violence? You already have my respect.
I have no interest in your respect, just your head.
Come now, Fury. I am no barbarian like the others. No, we need not meet as enemies a second time.
Tell it to the Charred Council.
They aren't here. So instead, I tell you, Queen of the Horsemen, powerful, armed with the flame hollow, a crossblade, your fabled whip.
I am above your distractions, lust.
Really? The truth is often distracting when one lives a lie. You speak as though we are natural enemies. Why must this be so? I know my role in the universe. I wonder if you've ever stopped to question yours. You are a horseman. But why did you make that choice? And if so, was there some reasoning behind it?
Shut up and
Prosper.
You don't even know why we fight, do you? Do you fight for your brothers? Oh, of course not. Your antagonism towards them is well known. Do you seek to achieve some sort of balance? Oh, you never believed in the greater good until it suited you. No, no, no. What I see in your actions is a lust all your own. A lust for power and privilege and protection from the Nephilim's inevitable fall. Ultimately, that makes us allies, doesn't it?
Stand down, Fury.
Death. What are you, all of you, doing here?
Are we not four horsemen united? We are here to confirm that the mission is complete.
The mission.
The other sins have been destroyed by my hand. Death worked to free war and clear his name. More importantly, we have exposed a great conspiracy.
What conspiracy?
Heaven and hell working in secret consort to bring about the apocalypse earlier than anyone would wish for.
The Charred Council has dispatched us together to wreak havoc on both sides. Balance will be restored. The wicked will be punished.
You mean all of this?
We are to unseat the rulers of both sides. And in honor of your unwavering loyalty to the cause, the Council has decreed that you will lead the Horsemen.
You, Fury, will usher in a new age on Earth.
Of course. Finally, everything makes some sort of divine sense.
It does?
Mistress, is this not everything you wanted? Finally come to you.
Set aside the past, sister. Today, we live in service to you.
I will be done.
This is not real!
What?
Oh, it was worth a shot.
You think you know me so well!
Is it not what you want most? The power to lead in the manner you see fit. What was an illusion could soon be reality. If you set aside the wants of others and focus on yourself. Ultimately, it is your choice to make. So choose.
You should not have made them kneel!
Even if I do fall, you will always wonder, what if? Save yourself that torture and join me now! That feeling, that one you're in right now, that's true lust. Oh, it feels nice. Even if I do, you will always wonder, what if? Save yourself that torture and join me.
You expected that move from across the room to be like a spearing move and not. Instead of it being like a spin slash.
Stop wasting time with demons and makers, horseman. If you really want to prove your power, stand with me and ignore me.
Let fall the blades of heaven!
An archangel? Oh, you seal, you flatter.
Hell see you dead, Lust, never to rise again!
We had a deal! Stand down!
Now, why would he do that? When he knows a deal with you isn't half as appealing as a deal with me.
Don't listen!
I can return your sweet little angels to their former glory. Yes, if you just protect me from this terrible woman.
Lucille!
And won't it be glorious when you march back to the gates of heaven with your numbers restored?
Shut up!
And restore truth, righteousness to that befouled place. Your truth, Archangel, you see. Your command. Wouldn't that be lovely?
The 7th Legion. whole, restoring glory. Our deal is revoked.
No, Lucille!
Won't this be fun?
Know this, horseman.
It could have been the
Your
ultimate
sacrifice
power.
shall not be in vain.
Power corrupts, but absolute power crushes itself to death.
Final warning. Or face the full weight of Your sacrifice shall not be in vain.
Even if I do, you will always wonder, what if? Save yourself that torture and join me now.
Are you going to attack at all?
Your sacrifice shall not be in vain.
There we go.
Who gave you the power to raise the dead?
The one constant in the universe. Those who possess the most power inevitably crave more. Lust is everlasting. As for who, know this. I was merely a pawn. A feeling you know all too well. Fury. The angels who killed your steed. Pawns as well.
Then who? Tell me!
The players in that game will reveal themselves in time. What if I reveal something even more valuable? Spare me, and I'll give up the location of my fellow sin. Envy.
And why would you do that?
What reason would I have to protect that sniveling coward? She has never experienced frontline combat. She has never experienced the horrors of war. She is the most pathetic of us. Get me to the edge of Haven, and what you want will be yours.
An attractive offer. But I'm tired of your kind underestimating my intelligence. I'll find the rest of the sins by myself. At your core, you were just an endless void that could never be filled. How disappointing.
Finish it. I am ready.
I think not.
Mistress!
Lust's call to power is intoxicating. Even more so when one is fueled by grief. Lucille's transgression can be forgiven. Once. I have a better understanding of what's happened to the Earth and what's at stake because of it. You're of no use to me, dead. If we are to survive, all of us, alliances must be made.
An alliance? With him?
I don't know what to say.
Say that you'll return the favor. I may soon need it.
My word may hold no weight, But my life is yours, Fury. If I learn of any plotting against you, I will relay the information.
Did I just witness mercy shown to a filthy angel? Just as soon have your head on a pike.
Are you or are you not a watcher? Because you should know better. This quest we're on is about balance, in the world and within me, it seems. Lust showed me what I could become. It is not what I want to be.
And what do you want to be?
I think that's what I'm here to find out.
This loading screen's taking a while. That's not good. I did notice that apparently the quicker zone for this game went off.
Very curious indeed. With each new challenge, you show more depth.
What do you want?
Both you and I are painfully aware of the endless parade history inflicts upon us. Creatures so pathetically focused on one single purpose. But these creatures are, ironically, completely devoid of meaning.
Make your point, Lord of Hollows.
It's just surprising, no, refreshing to see something headed in the opposite direction. You are coming into a greater awareness of the flaws that kept you in chains.
Flaws?
Shall I list them?
No, thank you. I've seen enough recently to know they are many.
Which is exactly why I give you this. And by holding it, the raw power of force itself is here.
What weapon is going to be?
Vibrates in my hand. I don't understand.
The purple chair, hell yeah.
You will know when and how to use it.
No, not yet!
Force Hollow. Left bumper and A. Who's it was? The Mallet of Scorn, so it's like an axe, it looks like. Scorn, the hilt that Fury carries with her at all times. Forged like a... And so Scorn adapts to Fury's will with each performs. The Force Hollow allows the collection of precise facing of energy to concentrate attacks. Taking on the appearance of a giant hammer, so it's a hammer. Didn't really get it. Ooh. Let's see what that can do.
What would you ask of this humble? Take your time.
Start finding it.
As you wish. Good evening. Farewell. For now, what would you? Yes. Well, as you wish. Take your time. As you wish. make sure they scream, horseman.
I could get very used to this level of power.
Oh. Interesting.
This is not exactly the power I have in mind.
Then the horseman cannot be choosing. The Lord of Hollows will never be accused of subtlety.
Time to find the next sin.
Are you certain? I'm just asking. Seems to me you might be going a little soft. At least that's what the Lord of Hollows appeared to see in you.
If you truly want me, question my resolve again.
Somehow they keep making the wall shit worse in these games. The first one you just did it and you could like jump to accelerate yourself across it. In the second one, you still had wall crawling.
All I'm saying is, there's been a change. Natural, I think, after all you've been exposed to here.
What do you mean?
Need I remind you, there is no absolute good, nor is there absolute evil in the universe. Those are human concepts. The Charred Council is aware of this. It's the very reason for their continued existence.
The way you blather on. What are you trying to say?
Heaven and hell are not absolutes either. Seen with the proper perspective, they are simply two opposing forces scrambling to gain power over this sad ball of mud.
It is the way of all things.
Precisely. But why would they be so focused on this rock and its teeming bacteria when there is an entire cosmos to explore and to conquer?
Thing.
Balance.
Yes, by keeping them occupied with this miserable conflict, the greater universe has a chance to remain pure.
That is a curious method for seeking balance, especially for being so powerful.
Yes, very curious. So I'm just saying, if you were in doubt, I would understand.
Big holes in this game. That's different shot. Yeah, get pushed into that corner and stuff. But yeah, like they went from the first one where you crawled and you could like jump to make it faster, to the second game where you still had crawling bits or wall crawling bits, but you couldn't no longer jump. And now you have this last thing where you have to roll across it. So hopefully, when the fourth or the the fifth game, but Darksiders 4 comes out, that will maybe be better. Unless it's Darksiders Genesis is like a dungeon crawling-esque game. I don't know if it had any kind of wall crawling in it. Not the new best. Really, you fucked up my counter because you hit me in the middle of it. God, fuck off. What I was wanting to do was to get the counter for the explosion attack on the hammer uh, to try and destroy all the bugs along with that enemy. But please. Please walk around the thing. Back out this way at some point. this might have been the secret path. That could not be the way to go. Where is it?
Our wide-eyed friend. Try not to scream like a child.
Try not to die.
It fled into that underwater cave. We must follow.
Must we?
Yes. Now.
No, we're not actually doing that since that's apparently. It's one thing I wish all video games did. Have some way of telling you what's the appropriate way to go and what is the secret path. Which I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of a secret path, though. I don't know any way you could really do that. Oh, damn. Oh, because I fell into this. Fuck off. Gotta go all the way back because they couldn't be fucked to put another ballroom spot. What's through here? Oh, it put us all the way back here? Yes, because this is where the thing is. But can we get back up this way then? Big road. Have health off those fucking enemies. There's no goddamn thinking. That didn't look good as shit. Dismiss enemy knowledge offense. Doesn't help when the fucking camera gets in the camera. This area is so small. Sure. Sounds good. All right. So I'm supposed to use it. Thought the blue one would do something. This, but I guess. Oh, so destroying this, it looks like this thing's finished. So we're supposed to have I fucking hate coffee enemies. They just never feel good. They just feel like they interrupt the flow of comedy. Which I know ostensibly what they're there for is to keep you from just button mashing.
Mistress, it's another of the chosen.
How can you tell?
A voice.
Essence of a chosen. That's the second one of those I fought. Well, just based off the item. It would have to be. Yeah, I wonder when these come into play. Let's make sure I look rooms next time. No, we've got a pretty good amount so far. What was that grand one? How much is it? 4,000. Well, we have an even bigger one. Huh? 1,200. 10,000. We had an even bigger one. And medium orange. You'd think the grand would be like the largest one. Except there's no other one, but I feel like the word grand encompasses a bigger space than the word large. Is that all we needed you for? See anything else that would benefit from your hide? No. Let's go jump in a hole. Whee. Oh, wait. No, I need probably just from the top here. But is there anything else in this area? So, let's assume it was a still cave? No, it dragged us down there, so what's this area? So, at least we're doing these. Let's get these. Hey, cannot look around this time. They can dodge it, which shouldn't matter. It's gonna lead us to that one fucking enemy. It'd be so good to fucking get him after yesterday. So, yeah, this brought us to the other side. see. Oh no, it's guess that's just a generic shortcut back this way. That's the oh, really? This makes us like heavy? So we can just walk under the water? Fast. This is such a nice thing. So you can just move normally around for the most part. It's just back up, just oops. Wait. So what the fuck was the part of that block? Not screwed ourselves there. Completely blocked the entrance. We go somewhere that's necessary.
It appears the sin has escaped. Perhaps we should...
It can't have gone far. I will find it.
Exactly what I was going to say.
$17 with the starting bits. $74,000. Okay. Well, that's more than enough to get the next armor and continue with other
Take
stuff.
your time.
That was still leaves 40,000. So, whoops. Yeah, we'll go ahead and buy just that.
A wise decision. A wise decision.
I wish you could buy multiples of these.
An excellent choice. I knew you couldn't resist.
I bought the next armor for 30,000. I bought every demon and angel artifact he had, and it still got 22,000.
As you wish.
Oh, I should have went to circle. I need to
What
soon.
would you want? Please take your time.
And it seems like when you go to the Serpent Hole, it always has like the Maker's Forge mark, so you can easily go back to upgrade your weapons and stuff.
How come a hammer gives all right? Let's see what I can do for you.
Yeah, absolutely. This one.
What beautiful havoc you'll wreak with that.
So buy anything. It's basically everything I can.
What beautiful havoc you'll wreak with that. Interested. Aiming to lay down a mighty hurt, are we?
So this is already +2. I'm trying to figure out at what point we get to. Oh, we can't buy that. It's
And blessings to you, Fury.
just double check what it said.
What do you need for aiming to lay down a mighty
That's on
hurt?
fragment. This is sliver.
Good luck to you, Fury.
Gotta make sure it's slivers. We can mine it by at least 6, which is going to take this bit.
Good eating. Take your time.
What's that, 100?
An excellent choice. A wise decision as you farewell.
I can't remember if it's when you go +3 to +4, if it's +4 to +5 in level for those when it goes to fragments.
What do you need? Aiming to lay down a mighty hurt, are we? Didn't think it was possible.
Okay.
But now, you're even deadlier.
So 6, 12, 17, 18. I would need 28 of them. If the math is mathing. Just shy on actually.
Interesting. Take care. And, watch your back.
I don't like how the items for sure staying alive once you hit, like you would have died working this. An item that is supposed to revive you if you lose all your health in a video game should always just auto activate. But in this one, you need to use it, and I think it's another one that has a meter. And so inside of the time of the meter, if you die, it'll revive you. So. I just watched you a few hours ago. Seems like it. Abstract, hearing something supposed to be restored. Items be consumed. So let me. Does this give you like a meter? Okay, no, it's just active, but you do have to use it. Okay.
What would you ask of this? Take your time. You drive too hard a bargain, friend.
Oh, not one back. Just so we can get past the point
An
of
excellent choice.
leaving these levers.
A wise decision. A wise decision. As you wish. This will be fun for both
Also,
of us.
the
As you wish. Farewell.
did we
Now.
How come a hammer came in to lay down a mighty hurt, Harry? Some of my best many victims possible, but now you're even deadlier.
go?
Some of my best. What beautiful victims possible, but now you're even deadlier.
This is 3, yeah. This is Darksiders 3. This is the 3rd out of 4 games currently out. They just announced the 5th game in the series, actually a month or 2 ago, which was really surprising.
Interesting. Good luck to you, Fury.
Interesting. 6 coming out. I don't know if this game will get a 6th entry. I feel like the 4th one being announced, or
What would you ask of
the game's called Darksiders 4 in the normal convention of the other games, except for Genesis, but it's the 5th game in the series. Oh, I don't know. They literally just basically pop whenever a game is announced. There's multiple ways it can be announced. One way is it's like they are announcing, "Hey, this product, this game exists, like it's in development," and that's all you get. I think it did, which is what happened with Darksiders 4. Is they literally basically just said, "Oh, hey, by the way, we're working on this game." Or if a game's partially developed, it'll be like, "Hey, we're working on this game, but it's going to be like a lot of games that got announced got a while back for I think it was Gamescom was the convention that was going on. Some of the games were like, "Hey, we're working on this, just so you know, with no dates." A lot more of the games were like, "Hey, we're working on this. It's going to be released in 2026, so next year." And then you have the games, once they get close, they'll give you like a date and year and all that. But yeah, that was literally just...
As you wish. Please take your time.
So yeah, we have no idea. It didn't even have like it's coming out next year. They just were saying, "We're working on this game," because, let me see, that got announced this year. When did Genesis come out? It came out in 2019. It came out before 3, right? Yeah, so Darksiders 3 came out in 2018. Genesis came out in 2019. So 19. So it's been 6 years since anybody heard anything about this series. So yeah, basically the developers just saying it's been 6 years since the last game was released, and they're saying, "Hey, we are working on the newest game in the series," and that's it. Basically, just letting people know so they can start, talking about it, getting excited. I figure with them just announcing it and it not even having a date, like a year of release, I figure that's probably going to be a couple of years from now, unless they just didn't feel like putting a year to it in the first thing they said, because it wasn't even it didn't even have like a real trailer. Because whenever a game gets announced, Pop, what you'll have is sometimes you'll have like a gameplay trailer, which will show you how the game looks when it's being played, or you'll have what's called a cinematic trailer, which doesn't show gameplay. It's just like kind of like a movie or a reel of like story stuff for the game, showing characters and like maybe environments, but it's not what the game might look like. It's it's a film they made for it, a trailer. And then you get stuff like what Darksiders was, which it was just a short clip of just basically silhouettes of the characters. So it showed like the 4 horsemen, either in silhouette, or it might have shown their actual, I think it did show the actual characters. Because I remember one of the things showing war at the front. Oh yeah, see, the quote-unquote announcement trailer for it was only 57 seconds long. And if I remember rightly... Oh yeah, so this quote-unquote... well, it is a trailer, but it's not even like a cinematic trailer showing like anything other than just the characters. So most of the trailer is just like a zoom shot of War, like showing how he looks. And then at the very end, it shows him riding his horse. with the other four horsemen slowly riding up out of like a fiery background. And that's all it showed. So not even, anything more than just the characters and them on their horse. Yeah, let me see, what does it show? Yeah, it just says Darksiders 4 wish list now. So you can wish list it on things like it has pages on Xbox and PlayStation and PC on Steam where you can wish list the game. That way you'll get notices about info that comes out. Oh, I think I have something. So there's something in there. You know what? We'll up to stuff. No. So, this series pop, as it released so far, the first game was just Darksiders. Then you had Darksiders 2. Then you had Darksiders 3. Then they made a fourth game, but it's called Darksiders Genesis. Now they're making the fifth game in the series, but because they had that fourth game that had like a subtitle and not 4 behind it, they're calling the fifth game Darksiders 4. Because Darksiders and Darksiders 2 and 3 all told like the main story of like it told the story of war in the first one, death in the second one, and now we're playing the third one and it's telling the story of fury. But Genesis actually predates all of them. Genesis is like a story before the main events of the first game, where you play as Strife and War. This series is kind of weird because it does a lot of like time travel pop. Like the first game to come out, you play as War, and it's like it starts with the apocalypse. He goes there, then he gets in trouble for basically a false starting the apocalypse. And that game revolves around him proving his innocence. The second game takes place right after the events of the first game, with Death trying to absolve his brother War, like trying to prove that he didn't do it and bring humanity back, because humanity dies because of the apocalypse. We're playing this game, which takes place basically at the 2 and 3 take place at roughly the same time. And 3, this is just Fury's story. This is her, because she's arrogant. She's not as people don't think she's as good as the other horsemen because she's really arrogant. She just wants to lead the horsemen, thinks she's better than them. So this is her story of her essentially, quote unquote, growing up. I mean, she's a eternal being, so, but becoming more mature. And it's also about, I believe part of this story involves her saving some of humanity, maybe. I never got far enough in the story to find out, but I think I remember that. Some people talking about that. So she helps rescue a little bit of humanity. That's all the humans we find throughout the game, and we send them to this place where that giant dude I keep talking to upgrade stuff. He's basically trying to protect a few humans that are remaining. But then Darksiders Genesis, the fourth game they released, tells the story of Strife, the fourth brother, or the fourth horseman, and War before the events of this series at all. And the way this works is, I think the timeline for the games, if you were to do all the events in chronological order, is it's the fourth game they released, Darksiders Genesis. Then it's Darksiders 1, except it's just the tutorial. It's like the first bit where War first shows up on Earth because he thinks the apocalypse has started, and then he gets imprisoned. You pause there, then you play 2, you play 3, and then the main events of Darksiders 1, what you actually play in that game, is like the tail end of the series that so far. And that's what I presume Darksiders 4, when it comes out, is going to tell the story. Because at the end of Darksiders 1, since it's the end, has War basically break free of his bonds where he's been, restrained for falsely accused of starting the apocalypse. He breaks the 7th seal and summons the rest of the horsemen. And that's where I think 4 is going to pick up, is from War having just proved his innocence, and they're going to try and, figure out what's going on. Because there's a group in this series pop called the Council. I think it's the Charred Council. And basically they're mediators. So you have heaven, you have hell, then you have humans. You know, and heaven doesn't want to take over, but they want to protect everything. Demons want to destroy everything. Humans are just stuck in the middle trying to live their lives. The Charred Council just wants everything in balance. They want everybody to be They want the angels to be angels, demons to be demons, humans to be humans. That's it. Or ostensibly, that's what they're supposed to be. But they also have their own machinations, their own things they want to do. Like, basically, I think the overarching premise of these games is that every higher authority is scared of humans. The angels are afraid of humans, the demons are afraid of them, the Charred Council's afraid of them. Because in this world, you know, humans are basically supposed to supplant everything. You know, just like the traditional biblical sense, you know, God thought that humans were the more righteous. That's the whole thing with, like, you know, Lucifer falling and all that. Because he didn't want to bow his head to us and that kind of thing. Same thing, except I don't think archangels really exist in this universe. Someone called Ucel, I think they called Ucel an archangel, but it's not like the traditional biblical, like Gabriel, Michael, Lucifer, and Raphael. It's just generic ranks of angels. But whoever the creator of this universe eventually created humans way later than the rest of the species. And now everybody's upset about it. And they want to wipe them out. Because they think they're going to, like the council thinks they're going to lose their power. I think the angels do want to protect us. Demons don't care. They just want chaos, which would involve killing us. You know, so on and so forth. But it's the standard higher beings are just don't want to lose their power, so they're just being dickheads. And the council acts like they want peace. That's why they have the four horsemen. Because the horsemen in this pop are not just the ethereal concepts of death, war. I know the two other ones in this game are not the actual biblical ones, because I think the biblical ones are like plague. And it might be strife for the other one. In this, it's fury and strife. In this game, the horsemen are actually a species called Nephilim, which in real life, Nephilim, at least in biblical lore, are the spawns of angels and humans. They're like an angel-human hybrid, I believe. In this game, a demon took the makings of demons and angels and made the Nephilim. So in this game, they're fusions of angel and demon. And they were a race that basically rampaged across the universe, destroying worlds. And eventually, the Horsemen, what became the Horsemen, so death, war, strife, and fury, decided they were tired of it. And they killed their entire race. That's the whole plot of the second game, is death. In the beginning, you go and talk to that NPC, the Crowfather, who you entrusted when they slaughtered the Nephilim. Death took their souls and put it into an amulet, and he gave it to the Crowfather for safekeeping. But that made that character go crazy. That's why we kill him in the beginning, because we're asking him to help us save war. And he's gone insane because the voices of the Nephilim come through that pendant. So they like whisper to him, telling him secrets, but also driving him crazy. And we end up, at the end of that fight, the crystal gets broken and it gets embedded into death. So at the very end of that, he uses the power. He sacrifices himself with those shards in his chest. He jumps into the Well of Souls to save war, bring back humanity, and so on. But yeah, that's what this game is about. That's what these characters are that we play as. Is they're a group of four characters who destroyed their race to save the rest of the universe. YouTube will be right back. I know I've been talking, but the ads I was about to do ads anyway, and now the ads caught up to me, so we'll just pause now anyway. Alright, YouTube, we're back. We're back and we're done with the lore. We're done with the lore for the moment. the depths. So we have entered the water level. Fantastic. Because the water level is always good in every game, you know? Oh, you can attack in your other forms. We have to be in this form to attack. Alright. Alright. Not a huge fan of that, but it makes 100% sense. Yeah, but that's when they announced Darksiders 4, I was like, yeah, I assume the story's going to be picking up from oh, these things are just constantly smoking. Okay, that's what's it'll pick up from where the first game ended with War summoning his brothers to Earth to start fighting on all sides. I really like the ending of Darksiders 1 because the end of it is like he's finally defeated the overarching bad in that game with the help of one of the angels, and the angel asks War if he plans to fight on every side alone. And his final word is, no, not alone, as the other four horsemen. Because, you know, the horsemen in most depictions, when they come to Earth as comets. And it's like him in the foreground, and then in the background, it's those comets of the other horsemen. Oh, what are we supposed to do? Because we can't throw this thing. Maybe we have to, like, drain this area at some point. This shit, whatever this is. Can't be this. Suppose that's the... Yes, that much. Good. Interesting. Is that archer go, bro? Kill. Yeah. Interesting. There he is. I guess he just like gets patrolled, may not notice me. Oh my god. So much. Well, I don't know how much that thing goes for. Just with the legendary birds. Ultras. Yep. Austin, you missed the lore dump. Spent like 15 minutes telling Pop everything about this series. Austin, did I tell you they announced the fourth game in this series? Or a fifth game in this series? That's probably why I keep screwing it up. I keep saying it's the fourth one because it's Darksiders 4, but it's the fifth game. A piece of adamantine. Just he just said he was still in his own dumps. Okay. Sorry. Under the sea. Oops. Oh, the raid. It's a whale lord. You pick France, pick France. Let's see. Let's see how the raid's going. The Whale Lord kicked our ass, just so y'all know. We didn't even get like a tenth of its health off. Unfortunate. That was a check something. There it is. Alright. Cool. No, but Well Lord's a big old boy. He's hard to take down. Specific one more time. Oh, bitch. way down the water. What the fuck are you supposed to help with? Oh. Yes. Oh, I don't like that music. I do not like that music at all. Azazel enhancement. Okay. What's that? Regenerated per hit. 6 minutes of breath bar generated per minute. Ooh. Please. Enemies. I guess it would be this one would be the one. So which one? I think. Let's see. So I'll just. Up, please. Please. Okay. Welcome back. Wish there was a tornado Pokemon that isn't legendary. That snake Pokemon. Snake Pokemon looks like a tornado. Oh well, I don't think you would have played that. I don't know if you played that version. Yeah, Gigantamax Sandaconda is a tornado. It's not the regular one. It's weird. We have to find one somewhere. There it is. Hold on. Do we get to you? Love that this area is supposed to take full advantage of the Force Hollow while completely negating the Fire Hollow. So what? Thunderous, Landorus, Tornadus. There's also another one they added in Pokemon Legends Arceus. They added a new one. A Namorous as well. Yeah, Tornadus, Thunderous, Landorus, and a Namorous. Yeah. Yeah, just like that thing you were talking about last night, Austin, I decided I was just going to ignore that. But you forgot Enamorous, so your joke didn't even work anyway. Gotta name them all if you're going to do the joke. Which I doubt you played PLLA. PLLA. PLA. Because it was on Switch. I'll keep it real with y'all. I have no idea where to go in this. It's one of the things I hate about water levels. Most of the time my brain doesn't make sense. Have you been in this area? Not mostly just like searching through stuff. Just trying to find all the random stuff I can so I don't have to think about doing whatever the main objective is here. So maybe over here we need to go. I think we can jump up down, unfortunately. A lot of them. Just need 2 enemies. Start there. Yeah, I have no idea what to do this. Because this is just saying we need to go this way. I wish this. Oh, wait a minute. We opened something earlier. That's probably where we need to go. Let's see. Some blue. I know what's over here. I think that. Sure, that's the thing I just went to. Where was that thing? Here's. Yeah, I kind of hate how they made these wall sections worse with each of the first 3 games. Like I said, I don't know if Genesis even has like wall climbing stuff, but so something like that. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Alright. Cool. Now we're up here. What's the likelihood I can use the Storm Hollow to get this? We'll talk about it there at least. Skeletors? No! These Skeletors. There's the archer. Bitch. Oh. Way back there. The depths. Rolling. Autobots, roll out. See, the fact that these enemies are still at this point doing this much damage. Seriously. The archer took my health to half in 2 shots. What do you mean? There we go. Yes. Go this way. Would have guessed. Oops. So it's in this hole over here. Loudred. Loudred has one of the funniest fan arts I've ever seen in Pokemon. It's just a Loudred doing what it does, yelling next to a, I think it's a Meloetta, the legendary like singing Pokemon.
Apparently, someone.
Oh, we made it over here. This, no, maybe so. I want to use the counter for this just to clear out the skeletons. Lord knows I'm not doing anything with it. Damn it. Finally got rid of all of them. Jackass had to get in that last sweep. Well, where is this? What in the world? Oh, this is right before. Okay. Doesn't do. Oh no, I got in what, 5 hits in it? Yep. Yep. Thanks. Whatever that was, unfortunately. Those. Oops. Just notice that's got the flash on the weapon. Like, hey, what the hell? Oh, I guess I have to back this one. So, we're back to work. This horse is.
For your sake, I hope you can't smell that.
Even a faceless one would find itself intoxicated here. Is there some meaning to this particular scent?
Gluttony.
Let's not worry about that right now. What's one I'm gonna be looking at? That's that. Oops.
What do you want?
Huh?
I don't want to die. Stay back. Must I?
Worth it. I got one, yeah. Got the Loudred.
Good eating. Take your time. As you wish. Please, take your time.
Let's see. Wolfie. This is
Welcome, horseman. Getting a mite crowded for all the humans you've sent my way. Let me boost that little trinket I gave you. Aiming to lay down a mighty hurt, are we?
Five. At 6. 12.
Interesting. Bests and blessings to you.
Upgrade it. 220. So I'm glad we came back. Is that what we're getting?
What would you ask? Take your time. A wise decision. A wise decision. An excellent choice.
Well, while we're doing that, I can just. Yeah.
An excellent as you wish. Farewell
I'm
for
sure
now.
I'll fill that up. There.
What do you aiming to lay down a mighty some of my best? Anything that was possible? Oh, what
Yeah,
beautiful
we don't need
havoc
slippers
you'll wreak
anymore.
with that.
Something here. This one, salvation's really not gonna matter.
Some
Probably should have done actually the mallet since that's what we're having to use right now.
Interest. All right. Let's see what I can do for you. Didn't think it was possible, but now you're even deadlier. Interesting. Take care, and watch your back.
And we will burn the rest of these cells into
Goody, take your as you with this will be fun for both of us. As you wish. As you wish. Farewell. Goody, please take your time.
So, okay. Water battle.
Proceed with caution, mistress.
I don't understand why sometimes they die outright and sometimes they don't. That's what I can expect. You walked off the edge pretty slick. Wow.
That small chamber. Switch. Might guide the track.
If they do, we roll, unpleasant as it feels.
Because those aren't a pickup that has like it opens a menu, not a menu, but like a specific text box for them, since that's like your main healing ship getting powered up.
How?
It's all in the wrist, Watcher.
Still here. Alright, Pop. Hello. Hopefully we'll see you in a bit. If I'm off before you get back, hello. Oh. It's not important, nothing.
Did not think you could be worse. Putrid, filthy, miserable.
What you have to do? Oh. Huh? Oh, don't tell me.
Perfectly fake.
Mistress, you must awaken. You must come back.
Nice try, but Lust already tried that trick. Gluttony.
Mistress!
You broke my illusion! You should have remained inside your desire, horseman. It would have been more merciful than what I'll do to you.
If you can reach me.
Perhaps I shall disembowel you and let you watch your guts spill out in front of you.
Try your best, you bloated thing.
That cocks your voice. You think I will be an easy kill?
The easiest of all.
But I'm not yet full. You know I've tried. I've been feasting, but I
Seems like we cannot dodge the left or right sweep though. Let's see what's happening. Pause here because the ad's about to start. I didn't realize the ad timer was under the pre-roll. I was hoping we'd finish before the pre-roll got started, but YouTube, we'll be right back. YouTube, let's continue. Of course. And then you landed me in a fucking pile, of course. Love bosses that fucking negate the area you have to work with. please? Oh. Really? Just a bit of water. So I'm gonna start from the beginning again. Of course they are. Just why not? Fucking absolutely hate fucking bosses like this. Also hate bosses whose whole fucking mechanic is nothing but or that have mechanics of, oh yeah, we're gonna eat you, so that's just gonna take 90% of your health if it's not a instant kill. Are you kidding? I feel like I did get to this boss because this boss seems familiar. Since I got the achievement for that other one. Just I don't know. I gotta wait this out. Go like over here and get these. And then I'm probably gonna die from this one because my health's so low. Hate these stupid ass goddamn I hate instant kill bullshit. Not to say that one is, I'm more talking about the previous one or the next phase, but still. Even this boss having it, like an eat move is so fucking, it matches the character absolutely. I'm not arguing that, but it's just so annoying. Oh. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, this one you can. Okay, this. Just to be safe. Yeah, see, I feel like I did this because this part, having to do this bit seems really familiar. I think we're supposed to fight this. Soul. Just one more. Dead here. Move. Yeah, I have no idea, so I'm like, because I really don't want to fucking do this again. Because that's my biggest thing is having to do something because the instructions are not fucking clear. This is absolutely the worst shit. Why do they have to do stupid shit like this? The one next.
There are so few surprises left in the world. Isn't that sad?
At the moment, I've had enough surprises. You sound odd. Is something wrong?
Take this.
The stasis hollow. Why?
Question my gift.
Ooh.
I question your motives. Why does the Lord of Hollows continue to weaponize one of the Four Horsemen? For what purpose?
Remain on your path. In time, perhaps you will find your truth. That would be a fine surprise indeed.
And in the meantime, more toys for me to play with?
Horseman, in our next encounter, only one of us will survive.
Cryptic.
Hardly. You help me, then you threaten me?
Be gone.
Red, yellow, purple, and now blue. I wish this would put us right back in that arena at least, so I can get those subs. Stasis Hollow, LBX, responding from an attack, hold on for attack. Oh. Go down and get the soul, please.
This is new. This is good.
You seem distracted, mistress.
That Lord of Hollows is vexing.
That's one word for it.
Only one will survive? Do you think he's helped us this far only to betray me?
I'm sure I don't know. Relationships between the Eternal Ones are as confusing and convoluted as they come. I can't keep track.
Oh, you're a great help.
Perhaps the Lord of Hollows is attempting to manipulate you in some way. Rattle you. Or he's gone utterly insane like the rest of his stinking world. He wasn't looking his best, was he?
No, he certainly was not. Enough. Time to focus on the mission.
If you say so, mistress. I knew you were cold, but walking on water is a new trick.
We got the hologram. Sword. Edge of Skull. We still have 4 weapons to get. Jesus. So I'm in love with a spitting one now. Bitch.
How are you feeling, mistress?
There is much to process. I've had to abandon so much in order to move forward. It feels like a loss. At the same time, I've changed.
Changed how?
I do not know.
Tales of brave fury have reached Targon's ears. He desires an audience.
Then go perform for him. You're entertaining, in a lowbrow sort of way.
But I'm not the mightiest horseman in all the realm. You
Next round to the Crucible is now available. It says Crucible on the Limbo Tavern Circuit Home.
Good eating. Take your time.
48,000. Yeah, you can buy the fragments.
I knew you couldn't resist. A wise decision. This will fetch Volgrim a high price. An excellent choice. As you wish, this will be fun for both of us. As you wish. What would you like? Please take your time.
The other side. Yeah.
What do you need? Or aiming to lay down a mighty herd, are we?
Oh, and the servers. It's up to 14.
Didn't think that was possible, but now you're even deadlier. Some of my best interesting. All right, let's see what I can do for you. Oh, oh, what beautiful havoc you'll wreak with that. Didn't think that was possible, but now you're even deadlier. Interesting. Good luck to you, Fury.
Good eating. Please take your time.
always so much quicker than I think it's going to be. So, since I fucked it up. Some of it's probably a nice hauler to give it since they're attached to LB base buttons, but I don't know that we could do that. Yeah. It's fucking fine. I was just trying to do it that way so it wouldn't be as always forget about this like secondary things. We need to empower the crossblade and throw it at that dead go right there. See, usually I'm pretty good at remembering the actual ability like directly associated, but if you have a secondary version, like the fact that we can imbue our crossblade with each of the hollows, I'll end up forgetting that's a thing sometimes, like right here when I was like, oh, well, I gotta scale up it and then do something. But then it makes me think, well, I can't do that, so I need to come back later. No, you have the ability. That's one of the reasons I'm okay with, more okay than most, with looking up a guide for in the middle of a stream, like even if it's a game I'm like a new game or replaying through, unless it's like a day one playthrough. Then there's no guides around. Because I just don't want to. Like, I don't want the stream to be an extra, you know, hour and a half of me searching because I forgot that. But yeah, that's why where most people will just brute force it, and if they miss something, it takes like an extra hour or two, something like that. They're just like, oh well. But yeah, I don't do it because I don't stream very long. Even on like my days off, I only stream like 4 hours. That means the progress will be incredibly slow if I didn't look stuff up when I legitimately have no idea. It's like with the boss fight. I wasn't sure. I assumed we probably had to use the bomb somehow, but I would rather take the chance and look it up and just to be sure than to waste time doing that and then find out, yeah, you're supposed to use the bombs, but you have to damaging first or some stupid shit like that. Yeah, so. But everybody does shit, you know. So is this like we already did this, or could we not progress from reading? Oh, does this lead to the area from earlier? It's like, oh yeah, this is probably after we get another hall or something.
What would you ask? Please, take your time.
Because I noticed offhand, plus I remember from before, there's a couple of things in the crossroads we needed other for. Let's look into that real quick. Over. Right. See? Oh.
What is this?
What would you ask of me? Take your time. A wise decision.
Didn't I pick one up? Yes, I got 4.
A wise decision.
6, 7.
A wise decision.
Try to screw the math up there.
An excellent choice. As you wish. Do make sure they scream, horseman.
Full flame!
How come a hammer came in to lay down a
I think
mighty
it's
hard
2, 4, 6. The first thing, so there's 2,
Anything that was possible.
2, 6.
What
Gets this at least
havoc you'll
up to
wreak
snap.
with that.
So everything's at least level 4.
Interesting. All right. Let's see what I can do for you. Interesting. Take care. And, watch your back.
Let's get repaired because we got that teleport station way over. Why am I going ahead and straight up here? It's a little shorter than normal.
Good eating.
Go back for 30 minutes, but
Please.
I'm a little tired, to be honest. Not sure why. No, well, it's probably because we did the co-op stream last night. A little later than normal. I tried to hurry, get started on stream. Let's actually get into this area next.
The scar.
Another vacation spot?
There is something familiar about this place. One of the sins is nearby. He and I have unfinished business.
Wrath is here?
Not for long.
Oh. What are you gonna do? Try to instead. Shut up. And they said this place was the Scar, so this must be like the early version of what it becomes in Darksiders 1. You can see some of the bones of it, the industrialness of it all. Yeah, apparently we can't just grab onto this. That's nice. There. No, that's bad. I mean, that was just a stupid thing. I just made the jump too quick. Assumed we'd be able to grab it if I miss. But like I said, I am a little more wore out than normal. I'm starting to fade out a little bit, not talking as much. Could be wrong. Maybe I am about normal, but always better to be safe, especially when it's the day before I go back to work. So, but yeah, we will wrap it up there. YouTube, thank you all for watching. Y'all take care, and I will see y'all next time.